this. This is a piece of garbage. Ciao, I'm Mario, the Swiss car guy on YouTube, and today I'm not driving any car, I'm sitting in my mom's basement basically. And the reason is because of this. This is a piece of garbage. Well, actually it's the trunk mat handle of my 2008 Lexus LS 600H, but this thing has broken, as shown in this very accurate reenactment. And the reason this thing broke is not really because I manhandled it, because I used it wrong, but because this is badly engineered. In fact, it doesn't even have a hinge, it's just a bit of plastic that, bends until it doesn't anymore, and in my case it doesn't anymore. And I think for such a well-engineered car like a Lexus LS 600H made by Toyota, the best manufacturing company in the world, this is pathetic. Even another car I used to own, whose name I never mention.
Yes, even that car had a proper hinge, not to mention that the handle itself was metal, albeit in a plastic casing.
Wait a minute, if the sounds of horror come up anyway, I might just as well mention its name. I mean, how could it be any worse? Phaeton. Anyway, this thing I think is engineered badly. And a new one would cost me about 50 bucks with taxes and delivery and everything. But I don't really want a new one because it's going to be just as bad. It's just going to be a bit of plastic that folds over until it doesn't. So I think I can repair this. Not only do I think I can repair this, I think I can actually improve it. And I will do so by installing a proper hinge.
First, a short drive to my favorite hardware store to actually buy the hinge, as I do not have random hinges laying around unused at my mom's place. I try to align the holes in the hinge as parallel as possible with the handle and mark the locations where the holes will be. And due to a lack of proper tools at my mom's place, I use my pocket knife to mark the holes. Next, it's time to drill the holes. A drill press makes it easier to drill straight, but as you see, not even that helps in my case. For the holes to match up properly between the handle and the casing, I try to drill through both items in one go. Again, due to a lack of tools, I did not have the proper drill bits to drill through plastic. I made do with an HSS one. But keep in mind that when drilling through plastic, you will want to use wood drill bits. I decided to rivet the hinge in, as I reckon that rivets will take less space and sit a bit more flush. Since I used the rivet tool the last time about 5 years ago when I fixed the shifter lock in my Mercedes SL55 AMG's transmission shifter, I had to figure out again how a rivet tool actually works. As you can see already, my holes were not perfectly parallel to the edge of the handle, so the hinge ended up being at an angle. A better person would either try to fix it or would have been more careful in the first place. I, on the other hand, reckon it should still work and I'm just going to send it. Well, that looks terrible.
There you have it. It's not pretty, but it works. Hey guys, obviously not ChrisFix here. And that is why I don't do much work on my cars. Yes, it does work, but man, does it look Frankensteined. The hinges cost me 8 francs and 95 cents since I went for the fancy brass hinge. I mean, it's Lexus after all. And that was for 2 hinges, so I have a spare should it break again. I reckon that the rivet costs something like 1 cent. So with 6 rivets used, we are at a total of just over 9 francs, plus a hinge. Or if you split the cost for the hinges, it's 4 francs and 50 cents. 1 Swiss franc is about $1 and 10 cents, or about 90 euro cents. It took me about an hour to do the whole thing, including driving to the store. What do you think? Was it worth attempting to repair the handle, or should I have just gotten a new one? Or what would you have done differently? Please comment down below. But sorry for having wasted your time with my frankly terrible attempt at DIY. At least you can hopefully learn from my mistakes. I just wanted to make this video to show that even on what was then the most expensive sedan Toyota were producing, they cheaped out on the handle for the floor mat. And in case you're wondering, yes, back in 2008 an LS600H was actually more expensive than a V12 Toyota Century. Maybe I'm being a bit too harsh here, since, let's be honest, that part lasted for almost 13 years before breaking on my car. Still, I feel that the part should just have been made better. Anyway, if for some inexplicable reason you like my videos, please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't yet, and maybe give this video a thumbs up. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Phaeton.